Through a mutual friend.
Right, she was a mutual friend.
Yeah, like 18, 19 years ago.
It's been bliss ever since.
No.
I wasn't sure she was the woman for me, and at the time, I wasn't the right man for anyone, so it wouldn't have mattered. As I got better, I was able to recognize the right person for my life.
That was me. Tony decided to buy me a laptop and got the laptop. I was all excited and decided that I was gonna put the laptop on my lap. And I realized I had no lap. And I was so heartbroken that I saw all these college students with their laptops literally on their lap, chilling, and I couldn't do it because I was so heavy. I had so much of a stomach that the laptop sat towards my knees and it would continue to fall off, and that's pretty much what sparked the whole like get up and get moving. Fitness and health was something that I didn't know anything about, and initially the fitness part was, or the health part, I guess the losing weight was, I just needed to lose weight and I needed to do it fast. But it's changed me because it gave me something that I can have control over. There was a lot of things in my life that I didn't have control over. I didn't know that I could have control over at the time, and this was that one thing like, okay, you have the time, you have, you pay a trainer, you do, so this is your control. Take your life back, figure out what it is, and that's it.
Me being a better me meant that I wanted the best person in my life with me. Anyone without a goal, they're not seeking anything at all. They're floating in the wind. They're not focused on anything at all. Her initial jump into fitness was horrible. Not bad. It was horrible. Because she was going to lose 1,000 pounds in 2 days. And then it didn't work, so she was upset. And then she almost quit. And then she stayed. The fact of the matter was she stayed focused in this. And it wasn't through me pushing her, because I was fine with her either way. But when I noticed that she was going to stay focused, then I got behind her, not before. Because if I was the one pushing it, then I'm the one needing her to look a certain way in order for me to love her. And that had nothing to do with it.
The advice I would give is, one, don't underestimate your ability to do something. I would say take it slow and set your goals very small. So, like it was stated, I wanted to lose a lot of weight really quickly, and that was a big number. So when I didn't hit that number quickly, I felt like I was failing. So I tell people all the time, I tell ladies, set your goals small. Say I want to lose 5 pounds. That may take you 1 week, that may take you 1 month. However long that takes you, set that goal and meet that goal. Then once you meet that goal, set another goal. And eventually those goals will turn into your overall 50 pounds or 100 pounds or whatever it is that you're trying to lose. But have an expectation that it's going to take the time it's going to take, and just meet those goals head on, one at a time. Fitness and our relationship, our marriage, don't go hand in hand. Whether we're married or not, I'll probably always have fitness. And with fitness, it's taught me to be dedicated to something, but not so much like in correlation to my relationship with my husband. Just having a commitment outside of the marriage, but that internally is making me stronger, or better, or healthier, kind of comes back to the marriage because you want to be healthy, you know, you want to live a long time, but they're exclusive. They're totally exclusive.
Well,
For me.
Fitness is fitness. Fitness tends to be looked at as a body thing, and it isn't, because you know, when people come into the gym, they have a whole bunch of things in mind, a whole bunch of things they may want to do. They have to get their mindset right. They have to get their energy levels to a certain level. There's things that have to be done internally in order to meet a fitness goal. When you practice that, it's the same thing as lifting heavy weights. You build that muscle. The muscle she's built over a period of time is the ability to meet goals. Most people don't do that. Achieving small goals over a period of time builds the muscle of meeting goals. She's done that. And now she can set any goal and reach it. She's built the muscle. That's fitness.
Working out, fitness for me has definitely created an outlet that that's all my own. I can go to the gym, I can go out to the park, I can go walking, and it's my time. It's my time to get my mind right. It's my time to focus on what I really want. And that may not necessarily be a physical thing. That could be, you know, okay, I need to make sure, like, do my budget. So this is my time that I can focus on that without any distractions from, you know, the kids or household chores or husband or anything like that. I can just do that. And then other times, working out is all about, okay, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna, you know, build this muscle, and I'm focusing 100% on that. Also on that, fitness allows you to, like you stated, you know, you're releasing certain endorphins. So for me, I've come to the realization that if I don't work out, because fitness is such a big part of my life, if I don't work out, I develop migraines. And so my body has gotten accustomed to releasing a certain amount of endorphins every day. And it's like clockwork. If I don't do it, because I've become accustomed, I've become addicted, it's a habit, right? If I don't do it, something goes wrong and I get a migraine. And so fitness is, for me, lifestyle. It is lifestyle. That is what I do. Whether it is a walk or weightlifting or, you know, whatever it may be, boxing, Zumba, yoga, fitness is my lifestyle. I actually really enjoyed it. My husband and I have fun all the time, but there was a different level. It was a different level of fun because you do often say, okay, well, I want you to do this with me. And I'll ask him, you know, come work out with me. And he's like, no, I'll do, you know, I do my own thing. That's your thing over there. You go have a great time. You know, I'll see you when you get home. And so to be able to come together and do that and kind of rely on each other, you know, to, like, my thing, I'm a big girl, right? And I'm like, okay, can you lift me, you know? And so to see that side where it's like, yeah, he's strong. Yeah, he can lift me. I can depend on him for not dropping me or whatever. So it was really great experience to do. And one of those things that, you know, we get to laugh at, you know, we get to look back and say, you know, that was great. And it was, you know, we got sweaty together and we worked out together and it was awesome. And now we're moving on, you know, to something else. So what I've learned through our marriage is that oftentimes he takes lead. And so if he's doing something, I can catch on pretty quickly and then go with the flow. So if there was something, if I was moving too fast or he was moving too fast, you know, you kind of just you pick up after the other person or you start mimicking that other person. So there wasn't really a whole bunch of manipulation as to just getting in that groove and finding each other's, like, strengths and weaknesses. So yeah.
So y'all were pretty in sync.
Pretty much.
Most of the time, yeah.
So if I don't get it because she's the workout queen, I just ask her to show me what to do. If you're willing to learn from your partner, be male or female, if you're willing to learn from your partner, it's going to work out great. And then it may teach you how to learn from your partner. Then you work out together, and that's a marriage. In a marriage, you need each other. Your wife needs you to do something with her that is helpful to her. Encourage it in such a way that she feels good about it. One of the easiest ways to do that is to do it with her. Mess up. Don't have to be good at it. Just do it with her. When you do it with her, it encourages her. Now she's going to do more of that. And from a guy's perspective, yay, she looks like that now. Eventually. Whereas, once again, my wife was close to 400 pounds when I met her, or shortly after I met her. I was fine with that. I married her in that weight. To me, she looked fine then. She looks fine now.
I just have a booty now.
Also have a nice butt. But that comes through workout. The plus side of this is, even if you don't do it every day, if you don't do it all the time with her, you helped her feel good about what she's doing. She's doing her own thing in her head. And you helped that. And then the rewards are, she looks like that. Or she feels good about herself with that. And oh my God. Well, they say happy wife, happy life. Happy spouse, happy house. When you know more, you do more. When you know to do right, then you should do right. Or if you don't know, do you still feel obligated to do right? I mean, on some level you may, but I don't know how, so it's weak. It's a whole lot weaker, the obligation, the responsibility, the need to do a thing when you know that you don't know how. Because it's a great excuse. Most people use it. Remember how often it was used?
Right.
I don't know how.
I don't know how.
So it's not as strong a force. Now when you take the time to learn, that's commitment.
Right.
Because you're taking time that you could have been using
to do whatever.
A plethora of other things. Now, that's one point. But then now that you know how,
yeah. Once you know how, you act like you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't be like, well, I don't. There's no going back once you can't unknow it. Can't say like, oh well, I didn't know when you knew.
Right. I
You
tell
know.
you, the absolute worst part of all of it is when you don't know. Once people are always telling you that you should. You know that you should. You get all of the horrible feelings about yourself because you're not doing it, and never realizing I'm not doing it because I don't know how. Now, then they grab a video that informs them. Still, the commitment to grab the video is part of the overall agreement with yourself that from this point forward, I'm going to let go of the I don't know how. Now I'm learning how, and then that makes you do. Because you can. I hope remove enough excuses.
I think a lot of fear comes into play too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Fear of the unknown is powerful. It's murder. It's murder. It literally murders the spirit. It murders the overall joy. It murders.
A lot of times I think the fear factor came in when I was starting the journey, and even now, there's a little bit of a fear factor that I was just talking to one of my clients about. But the fear factor of failing, the fear factor of not holding up your end of the bargain, the fear factor of the amounts of success that may come from, the fear factor from now that you have to do better kind of thing. Like that fear, but instead of using it as like you said and so many times, like, instead of using that fear as like a negative, turn that fear into a positive to drive you to continue to push forward, or like negate your way through whatever's happening, so that you're no longer fearful. Something else may come along and that's great, but then okay, well, you can kind of handle it. and just like keep going.
It's the voice.
Your voice or my voice?
The voice.
Because you know I hear your voice.
The voice in your head is horrible to you. 9 chances out of 10. That's a really bad person. If you ever notice that, I've said this to a lot of people and I keep saying, I don't know if anyone's noticed that they do not ever allow anyone to talk to them the way they talk to themselves in their head. You just don't allow that person to be around you. You divorce someone for talking to you like that. But you talk to yourself like that. You put yourself down. You tell yourself you're not able. And you tell yourself, well, you didn't do the 10 push-ups yesterday, so why do them today? You know that you're telling yourself to fail. You know you're not encouraging yourself, and you wouldn't accept that from anyone else, but you do it to yourself. And that's where a lot of the fear comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It's the self-talk. She says, of course, she hears me in her head a lot of times.
He was constantly talking to me, you know, explaining, so how I've kind of understood it when we first got together. Mentally, I was very immature. I still had a lot of growing up to do. So my mom died and I was only 23. So I didn't have a lot at that point to really, I still had a lot I needed to learn about life in general, about thinking, about business, about relationships, and so I say, you know, oh, I hear you in my voice. I hear your voice in my head is because all those years of you telling me, like, you know, think about it this way, or try it this way, or, you know, go research it. And then now it's like when I have that hiccup or I have that temporary lapse of judgment, or like my emotions are a little out of whack, I hear you saying to me, you know, try it this way, or you have a choice to choose. You have a choice to feel good about it, or a choice to feel bad about it. So I hear your voice a lot of times in my head over my voice, because a lot of times my voice, and he has helped me realize that a lot of times my voice goes very negative, will go like dark, like I'll be the one talking mad crap about myself or putting myself down or whatever, and he's like, no, you have to fix that, you have to change that. And so I hear him telling me, no, you're marvelous, you're great, you know, you look at all the things you've accomplished, like, and then slowly his voice will dissipate and it's me like, oh, I got this, like I'm good stuff. Because see, for us, it's really, we do have very, very different lives. Like, he is a computer wood person, like he works on the computer, or he's working with wood, he's building something. And I am fitness, I am model. So 2 totally different sides of the spectrum. We don't necessarily do like activities together for the most part, but what I can say that we do is that if he's working in the yard or he's doing something, I'll come out and I'll sit with him or talk to him for a little while or bring him some water, you know, like I kind of like, I'm there. And then oftentimes I feel like if I'm in my office or in my space a little longer than he hasn't seen me in a while, he'll kind of come around, peep his head in, you know, you good, you know. So it's not so much that we, you know, are spending lots and lots of time together, but we do, I think, make time when the world allots for it, for the like the family vacation, like the getaway, like to just like completely disconnect and kind of get back to just like the basics.
The exercise program kind of creates a situation where you set aside some time to spend with each other and get sweaty doing it. And of course, the more intense the time you spend together, the more focused you become on each other at that time. It's intensive. And I think that works out well for those who really are lacking possibly in in their relationship, they may think they want to look better, and maybe you don't realize that's who you want to look better for. Me, for instance, telling her the other day, I don't work out for me to necessarily look better. I work out because I need to lift stuff. I need to lift heavy objects to take them from one area to another. So I need to be able to do that. So I have to work out to get there. The bonus is when she looks at me and it's like, ooh, that looks nice.
So this would be geared towards the plus size community. So as a plus size woman, I'm also a plus size personal trainer, and I focus on lifestyle fitness and health, where I teach how you can work out a few times a week, change your eating habits, lose some weight, tone up, but turn it into a lifestyle. And so if you're looking for something like that in your life, you can reach out to me on social media platforms at either the Plus Fit Motivator, or the company is Live, Laugh, Work Out in Color. But my motivation actually comes from my clients. So it's hard sometimes for me to have like this grandioso kind of like motivational speak, because sometimes it comes from them. So if they're coming to me and they're dragging, or they just have they've had a bad night or something, I pull it from them to be able to motivate them. But just keep going. Don't give up. If you are looking to incorporate fitness and health into your life, do it. There's too many avenues out there, me being one of them, to get the help that you need. Don't say, oh, I'm too big. That was an excuse that I used for a long time. Like, oh, I'm too big, I can't do this. I'm too heavy, I can't do this. And it is an excuse. There is something you can do. If it's just walking, or if it's just standing in place, lifting your knees up, a half of an inch off the floor, you can do something. So that would be it. Just start. Just start.
Realize that your wife is the other part of your life. Add to her life, and you add to your own life. Create a situation where she can feel really good about whatever she's doing. Fitness, of course, is great, but whatever she's doing, create for yourself a way to help her feel good about it and encourage her. Now you're creating a better wife, and now you're creating a better life for yourself. That's about it.
Sounds good to me. If you're looking to get in contact with me, you can reach me at my website, which is www.llwic.com. You can text me on my business line, which is 813-820-0100. Facebook, Instagram, you name it, it's all the Plus Fit Motivator is where you're going to find me. And if you're looking for fitness in person or online, if you're looking for nutrition, meal plans, and meal tips, and if you're looking for a mental coach, I got you there too. So hit me up.
The deal is when you see her, remember she was almost 400 pounds at one point.
Yeah, my heaviest weight was 387 pounds.
And that the goal has never been to be skinny.
I've never wanted to be skinny. So as of today, I've lost 155 pounds. So I'm not ashamed to say I am 231 pounds. And yes, I still have some pockets of fat. I'm not all toned up, but I am a great coach. I know how to train you to get you to where you want to be. I also know what it is to be plus size and be overweight and be obese, and understand that struggle of that insecurity, the pressures of trying to fit in. I understand all that, and so with that, I'm able to take that and help you be the best you. So if you're looking for that, reach out to your girl. I go by Coach Destiny. I go by the Plus Fit Motivator. I go by Ebony, just let me know. Like, you know, I'm there. So that's it. Live, Laugh, Work Out in Color is the name of the company. Live, laugh, work out in color. And so you live your life to the fullest. You laugh at every opportunity. You work out to the best of your ability, and you do it all in color.